5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Matt Wilkerson is in the studio. Matt is, of course, with Verizon Wireless, and one of my funnest, is that a word, Robert? Funnest?
Yes, it is.
Parts about our visits with Matt is he kind of updates us as to the different features that we can get on our smartphones. I don't even have a smart one yet. I don't know if my phone is considered smart or not. We've talked about this.
I can talk on mine and text.
I can talk on mine, yeah. And if you've also been thinking about changing phones or upgrading or doing anything, there's some. And if price has been scaring you, wait till you hear what Matt's going to tell you about the price of phones. And the phone line is open, by the way, if you want to ask the question that I'm not asking or that Robin's not asking. The phone number is 622-9622. And before we end, we'll, of course, give Matt's phone number so you can call him directly. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
You made it through the winter okay?
Well, winter's not over.
That's true. That's true. I feel like it is, but you're right.
Is it something about that groundhog? He saw his shadow and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He bit the mayor's ear in, where was it, in Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, yeah.
Some city in Wisconsin, yeah.
He wasn't happy.
Did you see the video of that, by the way?
No.
The animal, I guess he was pretending that it was whispering to him, and it just grabbed his earlobe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny.
We didn't have breakfast yet, so he was hungry.
Funny stuff. So Robin's son was visiting down from New Jersey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing something. They were heading back to the airport, and there was heavy traffic. And he got onto his phone and said, "Oh, there's an accident. It's going to take
1 hour and 20 minutes to go 29 miles."
So he did, and they gave him another route, and they got there in how much time?
Yeah, we got there in less than an hour.
All on a phone.
Yep.
Yes.
To me, that's amazing.
Oh, it is. So it is. The navigation on these phones. Obviously, I run a lot of deliveries for my store, and several of the customers. Obviously, I don't know where they live, and I live and die by that phone. It takes me right to their door.
Just amazing. So I'm just now thinking I should get a GPS system, and everybody else is saying, "Why? Just use the one on your phone." I go,
Use the one on your phone.
I don't have a phone. I got to get a phone.
We gotta get a phone.
So you're going to tell us a price, but you do have somebody on the phone right now. So I'm anxious to hear more about the price because it sounds exciting. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt Wilkerson.
Yes, how you doing today?
Good.
Yeah, I got a question. As texting is concerned, my eyesight is not too good, and with the smartphone, could I get one that, if I just tell it to talk and text, will it do that?
Absolutely. Most of the phones today, all you have to do on the lower part of the keyboard, there's a little microphone symbol. And all you have to do is tap that and talk. And it is, as long as you speak clearly and slowly, because everybody speaks different, it is very accurate. And that is what I use all the time.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, and if you ever have any questions about that, as far as more details on the specific device that you have, give us a call at the store. We'll be glad to walk you through it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Thank you. Yeah. So he brings up an interesting question. For somebody, we have several listeners who are completely blind. Is there a way to use a smartphone if you're completely blind?
Not necessarily, no. Okay. They do not have any type of braille set up on a phone like that. There are certain symbols on the phone that you can use, but to be able to double check it. Like, for example, if I were to say something on my phone right now, even if I speak slowly and clearly, every once in a while, it will spell a word wrong or something like that. It's electronics. It happens on an occasion. Sure. But, and you always check that before you send that out, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Spell check can put some very strange words in there.
Yes.
But
and funny radio site, because we've done some bits where we went online and we found some funny things that were sent. So.
Oh yes, you can. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you see it all the time on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She has the.
Oh, does she?
She has little samples of how people were texting back and forth, and some of the words that come out is like, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that."
That's kind of funny. All right, so now talk about you told us off the air something called the No Contract Edge program.
Yeah, Verizon has what we call the Edge program. Basically, what this is. I'm actually on it myself. It is where you make now hear me out. You make a monthly payment on the phone and you're not under a contract. You do have an agreement to pay a retail price for the phone. Well, 9 out of 10 people would think, I'm not paying retail price for a phone. That's ridiculous. But with the discounts that they offer, it is very advantageous. Let me give an example. On my particular phone, I went on the Edge program. Number one, there's no upgrade fee when you go on the Edge program, so that saves you $40 right there.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay money up front except the taxes on a phone. So, for example, an iPhone 6 Plus is $299. Okay. I didn't have to pay that up front.
So like $18 in taxes or something.
Yeah, taxes.
Right? Okay.
And that's all you have to do. Now, most people are thinking $29.08 a month for a phone. I can't afford my bill to go up that much. But Verizon offers you a $25 discount if you're on certain data plans, and we can talk specifically with each individual customer, but it's $25 discount per line that is on Edge. So, in other words, my phone cost me $4.08 a month, and I did not have to shell out $300 up front, and I'm not under contract.
Wow.
Wow, no contract.
Yeah,
That's
people don't like contracts, and this is the new program that they came out with, and as soon as they came out with it, I jumped on it myself.
Wow, and you have another phone call. Good morning, you're on there with Matt Wilkerson.
Yes, good morning. Listen, about the low sighting or blind people, does the telephone don't have talkback? Because my tablet does. And then I have to speak clearly or nothing. I just touch everything, every icon, everything I touch, pass my finger over. It tells me immediately, it reads it right back to me immediately. It tells me what the function is.
Yes, several devices. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I double click and, double tap, and everything I touch, again, it just tells me, describes it to me, and I will navigate my tablet perfectly. Now, it's a tablet, and it's not a phablet, and it's not a smartphone. So do you have the talkback feature? That's by Android.
Some of the devices do. They have what they call voice readout, to where you can actually do that. They have it for not only text, they have it for voicemail, they have it for any type of typing, to where whatever you put on the screen, it will read it back to you. Now, not every model of phone has that. I would have to deal with a person on a model-to-model basis, but several of them do offer that, where you can speak into the phone, and you say 2 or 3 sentences to an individual that you want to send a text to, and it will read it back to you prior, yes. But that would, like I say, each individual model is different, and I would have to deal with yours specifically.
So his model is not software?
Do what?
It's the model, not software.
No. Each model of phone has different software in it. Like, obviously you have the Android phones, you have the Windows devices, you have the iPhones. Each one of them are different, but they do have what they call voice readout on some models of phones, depending on what software is in the phone.
Okay.
So, yeah, like I say, any of those situations where you have a specific model of phone and you want to find out if that option is available for your phone, give us a call at the store. If we don't have the specific information right there in front of us, trust me, I have a whole army of people right behind me with Verizon that can get me the answer you need.
Okay. I appreciate it very much then.
You got it.
All right, thank you.
Larry had a news article last week that said that the iPhone was better than the Android. Do you just have iPhones at Verizon?
Oh, no. We sell Androids, we sell iPhones, Windows devices. We even now sell Sony telephones. Sony's actually getting into the game. To be honest with you, I use an iPhone, but I have my manager at my store that swears by his Samsung Galaxy S5.
And that's Android?
Yes, that's an Android. Okay. I have an employee in my store. She would not part with her Note 4. Samsung Android Note 4 to save her life. Huh. Everybody's different. If you have a Mac computer at the house and you have an iPod and you have an iTunes account, the natural phone for you to get would be Apple. If you don't have all those devices, then perhaps an Android works for you. Everybody's different. If you were to go on, say, an Ocala word of mouth, or you would go on some type of site where there are a bunch of opinions, it'd be mixed.
So, yeah, that's right. So when we talk about data use and then the Wi-Fi, to help me understand this might be like a kindergarten type of a question, considering what you know, but can you avoid paying a fee if you use the Wi-Fi? Is that how that works?
Okay, now, here's how this works. First of all, every smartphone that we activate with Verizon has to have a data package attached to it so you can get internet. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Now, but there's 2 ways to get internet. There's the Verizon network. Say you're driving down the road and you're on your phone and you want to check your email. That's the Verizon network.
Okay.
Or you could be in your home, your office, or a McDonald's, a Starbucks, wherever, that they have Wi-Fi and they offer it, and that doesn't use your data.
Okay, so that's what I heard, and again, I think I'm like behind the times on this one, but so the more you use your data, the quicker you ring up your bill.
Yeah, well, like for example, I'm on a 10 gigabyte data plan on my family. We use about 5 or 6, but the reason we don't use near as much is because every time I walk into my house, I automatically hop onto my Wi-Fi network that I have at home. When I walk into my store,
makes sense.
I'm automatically on Wi-Fi.
Right.
That turns off my cellular network, and I do not use my data. Any downloading, any Facebook, any documents that I need to download on my phone, as long as I'm in those Wi-Fi areas, does not use my data.
But do some of the plans pay for the data, like $1 amount, and it never increases? Like it's $1 amount pays for unlimited or something?
They do not have unlimited data.
Nothing like that?
No, they do not.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, some of the other carriers right now that currently offer it are starting to go away from it. Anytime you have a cell phone, talk and text are not the costly portion of a cell phone bill. It's the data transmission. That's
like
what costs
photos
money.
and
that's what
videos.
Costs money.
Yeah. All right, we need to take a little break, and we'll be right back. If you have a question, by the way, from Matt Wilkerson or about Verizon, go ahead and call. The number is 622-9622. We'll give you Matt's direct number after we come back. This is WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be mostly cloudy today with a few showers crossing the area. Highs anywhere from the mid-60s in the northernmost part of the zone to 74 in the southernmost part. Cloudy tonight with periods of rain and a thunderstorm. Lows ranging from 52 in the northernmost part of the zone to 62 along the coast. Tomorrow becoming windy and cooler with rain in the morning. Then clouds will break for some sun in the afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 60s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Tea is now the second most consumed beverage in the world, and green tea in particular can do everything from help us lose weight, to protect our memory, to lower our risk for heart disease, even cancer. It's nearly impossible to gain even 1 pound of permanent weight in a single day. You're all high-fiving yourselves now, right? So how can you be more focused and in the moment? Wiggling your toes, and then taking a moment to focus all your attention on how that feels.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750. Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 19 minutes after 10 o'clock. I was just thinking during the break that there is one good reason to have a crappy phone.
Yes.
I don't become one of those people that's constantly staring at my phone. do you know? So if I'm so tempted, Matt, when you come in here because it sounds so good, I want to get one of these good phones and get all these products that are available. But I'll be one of those guys that constantly be looking at my phone.
Well, I tell you, I know an industry that is going to be very, very successful in the next 15, 20, 25 years. And in my opinion, that's a chiropractor. Because all of the young people today, you do nothing but see the top of their heads.
It's true.
That's all.
And I don't want to be one of them. But are you familiar with the Jerry Seinfeld internet thing he does called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
A little bit.
Okay, so it's a show, and here's what he said. He said, I don't want it on a network. He said, this way I can have a show in people's pockets. Because now with the phone, people they don't have to go home and sit in front of a big rectangle.
Nope.
So that's kind of cool, too.
Several people do Netflix movies right from their phone. Mm-hmm. Because the phones are getting bigger and bigger, if you've noticed.
Yes, I have.
And the screens are very high definition. And to watch a movie on your phone, 20 years ago, you'd think, well, there's no way. This is just a tiny screen. But now,
right.
Like Verizon offers the NFL mobile network.
No way.
You could have actually watched the Super Bowl right there from your phone.
Wow.
I bet a lot of people did.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Since you have the iPhone 6 Plus, will that be obsolete in a year? Or can we get it now and then we have it?
Well, to be honest with you, will it be obsolete? No. Every time they come out with a new model, the one on the bottom end of what they offer about about four different devices. They go from the 6 Plus to now what they call the 5C. It is a 4G device, but it is a little bit smaller version. The 5C is our free iPhone that we offer. Okay, as soon as the iPhone, 7 comes out, 7 Plus, whatever it's going to be, then the 5C and the 5S will probably drop off.
Oh, I see.
And then it will go to the iPhone 6 as one of the lower ones. Trust me, if you're the kind of person that wants to keep up with the latest, greatest, just hang on about 2 weeks and you won't be the latest, greatest. Because they're always coming out with something. For example, the new Motorola Droid Turbo. Some people have a lot of issues with being able to make it all day with their phone and their battery. The Motorola Droid Turbo has the biggest battery of any cell phone made, and several people can make it 2 straight days on a smartphone without charging it.
Wow.
It is an unbelievable battery in that phone. It makes me jealous.
Well, do you need to upgrade the iPhone 6 then for the software for the inside it, or is that like an automatic thing?
They always come with software updates.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah. They will come with software updates. Sometimes they have fixes come out, and some people agree with them, some people don't, but they always have software updates come out that'll fix a bug here or a bug there.
Uh-huh.
So when we download an app or something into our computers, it's in the computer, but now I'm hearing that you don't have to have it. You can have it in the cloud or something. Is that does that apply to the smartphone too?
Yeah, a lot of things. Like for example, when we bought my wife's, she has an iPhone 6. She didn't want this big monster. Whenever we did that, we had all of her information from her old phone saved to the cloud, the iCloud. So when we went to buy the new phone, we simply uploaded everything from the latest save that she did to the cloud, and all of her apps, even her picture that is on her lock screen.
Really?
Downloaded all the applications. Text messages were saved, email, everything.
So why don't we all do that? And you could lose a phone and lose everything, but it sounds like the way you're talking about it is...
Yes. Even for a basic phone, they have on Verizon, they have what they call Backup Assistant, where you can save your contacts and stuff to a backup off-site, sort of a cloud. Mm-hmm. And that way, when you get your new flip phone, or some people call them dumb phones, however you want to word it, but that way you can actually do the Backup Assistant on the phone, and all of your contacts will load remotely to your new phone.
Really?
Even Samsung to Samsung, they have an app called the Smart Switch, where you can set the two phones side by side, and you can hit Smart Switch, and all the information through the air will transfer over to the new phone.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there was an ad, and it wasn't recent. It was like a half year ago or so, where they were tapping phones and sharing pictures and stuff like that.
Yep, you can do that. Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, how does that work?
Well, I mean,
how do you know which picture you're giving the other guy? I mean, what if there's a couple you don't want to give them?
Well, now there are ways for you to select all, and there are ways for you to select certain ones. You have to be very careful on what you transfer, and you have to be very, very close. Obviously, tap the ones, but even you can do some Bluetoothing. You can turn the Bluetooth on and pair the phones, and you can transfer information through Bluetooth.
And did we ask you about Apple Cash or whatever the thing is called? Apple Wallet?
Apple Pay.
Pay.
Apple Pay. I was at a McDonald's just the other day buying a sausage and biscuit.
Did they tell you to give a hug or something? You get a free sandwich?
No, they didn't. I wish they would, because you know me, I would dance and sing for a free sandwich.
That's
but
right.
I just simply tapped Apple Pay, and then near the device, I used my fingerprint ID.
Wow.
Pays for it. You don't have to put in a PIN number or nothing.
Your fingerprint on your device?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Apple Pay.
So do you do that at Verizon too? When we buy the phone and everything, you'll help us set it up and put our fingerprint on there?
We can do that. Yeah, and you can actually register several fingerprints. You can say you want to be able to have the ability to open your phone and Larry. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you can register 2 fingerprints.
Wow.
Okay, so that is a security thing. So that makes my brain go to this other direction. When you hear all these people being hacked into and stuff like that, is technology? Because the other day, I think it was just yesterday, the news had the president, so much money from the budget is going to be to develop cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Is that all part of what you guys are doing too?
Well, obviously there is a continuing effort for security, because about the time that you figure out how to keep somebody from hacking into this, they're going around their corner, and there's somebody out there who can hack into something.
Yeah,
I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Like, for example, a regular Windows computer versus a Mac. Macs do not get hacked into like a Windows computer, but there has been an occasion where somebody has gotten in. There's just people out there who would rather hack into your system than, I guess, go to work.
You got a real job,
yeah, I guess.
You had said during the break that there was a new customer coming up to see you to get set up on your system and everything, traveling all the way from Sarasota today, this afternoon. Now, where will you meet this person?
I'm going to be calling him after the show today. His daughter lives here in town. They heard about me on Ocala word of mouth. I try to help, obviously, as many people as I can. Plus, I deliver. And while he's coming up here to see, I'm going to meet him somewhere in town. Rather than driving around the corner to his local store, he'd rather do business with me because, number one, I deliver. And
right.
Number two, I will spend whatever, each one of my customers is not a number to me. I mean, because you have so many options of places to go for business. Anybody walks through my door, I really take that serious, and I want to take the time with you and be able to do everything you want on your phone, not hurry you through the sale so I can get to the next person. I want you to feel like you're important.
Mm-hmm.
Real quickly, is there a headphone accessory for when you're driving, or is that not necessary anymore?
Oh, yeah, they have Bluetooth. I tell you, the most popular headphones as far as a Bluetooth is called the LG Tone. It is actually a necklace that goes around your neck.
Oh, I've seen
and you have magnetic earbuds.
Magnetic?
Yeah, it's called an LG Tone.
Huh.
Yep, and those right there, we do still sell the earpieces, don't get me wrong, but we sell 9 to 1.
So that transmits the distance of your neck, or is that what you mean?
No. It's just, it goes around your neck,
right.
And so you get a phone call, it will start vibrating, and you just take the earbud, plop it in your ear.
Oh,
and say,
I see.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
And then you can talk to them. You can stream music through it. It's just a personal headset to where you can be hands-free.
And it's nice and clear, the sound?
Oh, man. Matter of fact, I was going to test it out because LG puts out a quality Bluetooth. I was driving down the road towards my store on my motorcycle at 60 miles an hour. And I called my store and I asked Robert, I said, Robert, can you hear me? He said, I hear a little bit of wind. He said, but how fast are you going? I said, 60. He said, unbelievable.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
How great is that?
Yes.
Matt, can you give us your contact information, your phone number, website, everything?
Absolutely. I have 2 phone numbers. My store phone number is 352-528-0020. And if you want to get me on my cell phone, I'll answer anytime. I'd be more than glad to help you at 352-817-7958. Or you could shoot me a text. I'll be glad to answer anytime.
Okay, and do we use your email at all?
Matt at verywireless.net. Now, the Very Wireless is spelled VERI wireless, not VERY.
Got it,
I want to be very clear. Verywireless.net.
And just so you know, Robin puts all of this on the guest list each Wednesday when you're here, Matt. So go to our guest list on WOCA.com. You'll see it. Or just simply call us. We'll be glad to tell you the information off the air.
Awesome.
And if we want to visit you at your store in Williston?
Yeah, I'm in Williston, right on US 27. It's actually, the address is 456 East Noble Avenue.
Okay.
But I am right on US 27. Just shoot up there. Be glad to help anybody. Spend as much time as I need with you.
All right, Matt, thank you for coming. It's always fun to talk to you.
Not a problem.
And thank you for everything you do.
Not a problem.
We will take a little break. We'll be right back.